Okay, here I am into another type of okay video. I'm just trying to, of course, get my jokes in this video also because I also known as a very funny man, but it's so hard to make jokes while I'm doing video and trying to actually talk about important things. Okay, so let's just head straight to the topic that I'm about to talk in this video. The topic is going to be that you shouldn't overwork yourself. You don't want to do that because actually overworking yourself can cause lot of problems, because you know that you are doing the good things, but actually those good things can be too much. And you also don't want to do too much of the good things because that can also be bad for you, of course. Even if you are doing too much good thing, the same with too much bad thing, of course, but they are already bad at the beginning of it. But the good things are good at the beginning of it, and they are of course good as long as you are doing the right amount of things like that. Me, before I came here, I didn't did any kind of things like that. Just went to my nose, checked it, what's up with that, what should I do actually, and then I just came outside here, nearby here. I just did some kind of stretch, and I considered that actually rest. Even if I was moving or doing something, that was actually very calming thing for me, that calmed down my nervous system and my body actually too. So I'm in very calm position right now, and this is what actually is making me unstoppable, because it's not just the too much work you're actually doing will make you unstoppable, but if someone can destroy you with maybe one or two words, no matter what kind of words are that, maybe with other type of actions, then that's a problem, okay? Because you actually want to rest. That is actually important. I'm not talking about those type of rest where you basically need your brain to actually concentrate to it, because seeing those are people who think that rest is actually when you are maybe playing video games, or maybe just hopping on your PC or playing browsers. Browser just came into my mind because of one of my friends. That he always used to play browser in every single break or recess that we get in our school. Like literally, if you don't go over to him or talk to him, he will always going to play browsers. That's where his life actually is. But never mind that. don't want to get into this very funny story, but never mind. So okay, and yeah, the rest that I would say is even maybe taking a nap for 30 minutes or 5 to 30 minutes. 5 to 30 minutes nap is a pretty good relaxing if you're actually going to give you energy to you back. So I recommend taking a nap if you want to take a rest, or you can also maybe eat some kind of sugary thing, but even if that is sugary thing, that shouldn't be too much excess or processed sugar. What I mean by that is just like gummy bears or any kind of candies that are made in specific way. And the sugar that I recommend should be fruit, because they contains a lot of vitamins and also give you a lot of energy too. That is what I highly recommend for you, because the difference between playing maybe video games or maybe meditating is it's just on a whole different level, and they will give you different type of benefits, of course. But the other one is also just giving you actually the playing video games are actually giving you some kind of downside too. You should also think about that. But with meditation, you can't just go wrong with that. Like, can you think about the wrong thing that can do with you if you're meditating and just actually calm you down? Like, what else do you want after work? You're just want to calm down. You especially don't want to play any kind of competitive games or online games where you have to compete against other type of place. You don't want to do that, because it used to happen with my brother also. We just hop on that thing, and then he would just rage it out. And thinking about that, it's absolutely a waste of time. That you went on there for nothing, just for you to rage. If you can't control it, then I don't recommend you to go there. You should have patience. And me actually taking meditation or even just stretching actually calming me down and makes me more stronger inside here, and gives me actually patience. Because I'm not that type of person, of course, who just goes to meditate for a few seconds. I go there for 5 minutes. That is absolutely takes some little patience. That is actually giving you patience, yes. And one thing I wanted to get onto is, I don't know, yeah, eating food. Yes, eating food. Let's get back to eating food. And that thing can be anything, maybe, but if you're of course in a hurry, or maybe before workout, then you shouldn't be eating of course a big meal, any kind of thing like that. Don't want to do that. You want to leave that in for later. But thing is that just start eating better foods, because I don't know why people think that the processed sugar is way more better than the natural sugar. They just don't understand how. And of course, these type of companies and these type of things are everywhere. You can find them anywhere. This type of sugar, in gas station, in supermarket, or just in a market, or any kind of place. You can find it most of the place. But fruits, you have to absolutely go in a specific place if you want to actually buy that. That's the difference basically between it. Of course, because sugar, not sugar, but fruits of course are popular in some ways, but not as much as the processed sugars, because of course I'm pretty sure that most of the percentage of the people are eating processed sugar instead of the natural sugar that they can get off, and they will get benefits, they will get no downside. Except that if I eat too much of that also. But I don't think that fruits can be very addictive. Not addictive, but it can cause you addiction. It can cause you addiction. I don't think that fruits can cause you addiction. I don't think so. But the processed sugar, it can cause you very big addiction. And it happened with me too. It was back then in December where I actually said that this is the last time I'm eating sugar, and it actually happened. But of course, my birthday was not a long time ago, but I still got a cake even though I didn't wanted to. So I had no choice but to eat that cake. But the reason why I ate it, because it has some protein. That's what they say. And I do believe them, I do trust them, okay? But the last time I actually eat really huge amount of sugar, that was back then in December. And then I really just couldn't get off from that sugar, because once I ate maybe a chocolate, and it actually forced me to eat that thing again. It forced me to eat again, till it's finished, till you can't see it, till you're off from it. And it was so bad. I just felt so bad down inside my heart, in my brain. And some people, they're actually not bad about it. It depends on your brain and your mindset. My mindset said that this is not good. You should stop it, because it's not going to be good for you later. And I'm glad that I have that type of mindset that will say this thing to me. I have that type of inner voice in myself that will say to me that you shouldn't do this, because you're just going to regret it later. It all comes down to the small decisions that you're making, yes. Because if you don't take care of your small decisions, or you don't make the right small decisions, then you will create actually a big snowball out of that thing. And then later you have to basically also decrease that thing with small decisions, of course, because you can't just change that thing in one day, of course. So that's why you have to make the good decisions early on in your life, because that's the easy way. And only people can get you to do that thing, not you, okay? Only the other people. You won't just do it by yourself because you want it, of course. Other people will convince you to do it. And they also say, why you don't eat sugar, eat sugar, eat sugar, it's not good for you. I just still don't listen to them. I just eat my fruit and that's it. But even I have problems with fruit, but no, I don't care. Only sugar I would like to eat is just fruit. It's from fruit. That's all I want to get actually from fruits. And don't need any kind of other type of sugar, just from fruit. I want the natural one. Okay? Aside from the fruits, is that I don't know. the amount of the way I'm actually talking is just I'm just forgetting what I just forgot what even I think the topic is about right now. I just need to think a little bit. I'm not cutting out the video, of course. I don't want to. So what was the topic? Let me get back, guys. Okay, I got to it. Okay, so the thing that you don't want to overwork yourself, and you actually want to treat yourself with good things. Okay, so yeah, you can't just exist without just working, and then every single kind of thing, and doesn't this and that. You have to actually treat yourself with the good things and not with the bad things, because think about if you really work hard, you want to treat yourself with the good things, not with the bad things, because that is another thing that's going to actually take you a step further even when you're resting. Like imagine that you're resting and you're still leveling up, and you're not basically just keeping the same stages, because that's where it all comes down. Because seeing all this type of basically, I'm sorry to say this, but obese people who are of course very rich, they are rich, they have everything, but their body is basically messed up for a reason, because they still couldn't get fit, and they still didn't choose to eat the right food, and that's why they didn't did all the other type of small decisions, because that's a little bit easier. But if you just concentrate maybe about the money, straight to your goal, just your goal, and don't think about the other things, because I absolutely just wanted, at the beginning, I absolutely just wanted to be successful, of course, and didn't think about I just do the same other things. But no, not just all about. I actually got to it later. I actually had to change other type of things around myself that I'm consuming, that I'm doing on my rest day, or when I have basically a break. And that is also strength that can come from it. Even if you are just maybe staying in one place, that is also strength, because many people, they can't just stay in one place. They always have to do something, because if they don't do something, then they will get bored. They will start arguing with themselves or talking with other people. They will start complaining. But if I would have that kind of chance, then I will of course do it. But don't do it for a long time, because I also have to do some kind of other things, of course. But if really that's all I can do, and I will of course get a reward for that thing, then I will obviously do that no matter what is it. But of course, if the reward is actually a good thing, that is, I'm not that type of cheap person who will just do something that I don't want to actually get later. Because recently, I can even tell you an example. Recently, I had to make a decision between should I go and basically attend. I basically had to choose between two decisions. Should I attend to a music thing where basically not a big thing, but basically we are in a group and we are singing and this and that, we are celebrating something. Had to choose between that, if I should just go back home because I'm hungry and my time is actually, I'm just running out of time. I'm making a decision because I finish later in school, and yeah, this is the bad thing, that and what I would get what I would have get from that. Sorry, let me just tell it again. So had to take a decision between two things, and should I attend to that music group thing, or should I go back and just do my things at home, what I have to actually do? And I of course choose the thing that I didn't want to the music thing, and I actually went back home because I was hungry and my time was running out and I had to do my workout, of course. That is why if I would just be at that music thing, that all I would get, of course, is just 5 from friends. That's all I would get, a grade. 5 from friends for my time, man. And I actually just didn't need that. I didn't need that. It wasn't necessary for me. I thought the process was actually just more important for me than that thing. Just more important because I just wouldn't get the reward that I actually wanted from that, or maybe the reward would have been bigger, then I would have of course be there. But and of course there's also some kind of trust that if you are trustful in this thing, but if you are a trustful person, that if somebody says that if maybe of course I said that I would be there maybe a week later, or no 2 weeks later I said I would be there, but of course that was a little bit too early, and that was the problem, of course. But I don't used to be that type of person who doesn't used to keep his word. Usually I don't used to be that type of person, but this is the decision that I had to take. This was more important for me actually. And then of course I lose some little trust, but my process is just going to be way more important, I mean, because the thing is I already know that I'm confident and I could have just easily go there, of course, and do it, and I wouldn't stress, or I wouldn't be afraid of any kind of thing. I do know it deep down in my heart, and I didn't need that actually, so I just kept up my process. And then of course the people who say that I'm not trustworthy at all, maybe in their heads, and maybe they just start behind in my back, don't really care about that, because at the end of it 5 years it won't matter at all. Just won't matter at all. So that is why I take the right decision. I did think, of course, for quite 7 minutes before I actually did it. So yes, just think about that. You have to take those type of decisions that will be better for you later. If you are doing it right now, it will be better for you later. That's what you have to think about. That's what you have to actually think about. And the work is also that thing, of course, but you also have to change all type of things in your life if you are starting work, because anything can happen with you maybe when you are working. Because seeing those are basic obese people are very rich, you can just have several problems in that situation. Maybe when you are working, you can have maybe stroke or any kind of bad thing around you that will make you not to do your work, of course. That's what I want to, of course, avoid too. I don't want to get into that type of bad situation, because I will still say for 100 times, I would rather be a very fit person who has muscles and has strength, or maybe just a fit person who doesn't have anything in his mind. I'll be that type of person than the guy who is, of course, fat but has everything going in his mind and he's smart. I would rather be, of course, dumb and fit than being smart and fat. I will, of course, choose that path. But most likely it can be that if you are fit or something, because what this exercise actually taught me about doing that calisthenics, what this actually taught me about, that you can get actually not just strength from there, not just a good body, not just a physical thing. You can actually get something inside here. Your mind will actually change while you're doing that, because your mind will say, after you finish this exercise, most likely if you say that you have to do more because this wasn't enough. That's what actually my brain did too. That over time, now that I'm actually more in this thing, because I've been quite doing this exercise a few months, almost now a year, then it actually just wanted more over time. And I'm actually glad about it. This said it to me, because then I wouldn't be actually here if I wouldn't have exercised here as I started in the summer. I wouldn't actually just be here. But I'm actually here because of that single small thing that I did every single day. Almost every single day, because I did full body workout 5 times a day. And of course that was too much. I shouldn't have done it, but I still did. It always took me 2 hours. Actually, I was always counting and then wondering how did that thing take me 2 hours when I just did a 30 minutes leg workout and then maybe 45, I don't know, maybe 45-minute upper body workout. And then that's what I did actually. I actually just don't know how did that thing how did that thing took me 2 hours. I was always just wondering about that thing, but never mind. The thing is that I'm over with it, and that's the thing. And yeah, and the most likely just have to survive the present, because once you survive that thing, then once you can basically be able to survive the present, no matter what is happening with you, maybe you will just broke a thing that is very important, maybe for other person who said that you shouldn't broke, how to live with it, but that they should be knowing that it was an accident, of course, by the way. But even if you maybe lose your whole family, you still have to keep going. You can't give up, can't go on drugs, can't go on smoking, because that's showing us a lack of strength. The people who will actually start building muscle and strength and get better at the things, the truly ones who actually care about their family. That's what I can say. You just have to survive the present, because once you survive the present in the beginning, then it's all just flow. It's all just flow, because then nothing is actually going to stop you from it. That's what you have to think about. If you can survive the present you are in, then you can survive other type of things too also. Because many people are actually just afraid what is happening with them in the current situation. They just can't handle it sometimes, but they don't actually know that after a few years, then it actually won't matter. It just won't matter. And if we just manage to survive the present, then you're unstoppable actually. And that's what I'm actually doing too. No matter what kind of cringe thing I'm doing, what kind of risky thing I'm doing, what kind of good thing I'm doing, no matter what kind of hard thing I will do, I'll still get through it. If you can survive the beginning, where is the hardest, because you're not used to it, you're at the beginning, don't look like others who are at the top, and then it's a new thing to you, you're not used to it, you have to change, you have to get out from your previous environment, then bro, you're unstoppable. And I can now maybe officially say that I'm actually out of the beginner stage, but of course there are some certain type of things that I'm still in the beginning. But the time is actually flying very hard, because now I'm 16. I never thought that this time will actually just going to catch me this quickly. It still catch me. But okay, I will have to admit, but I actually just feel like I'm still in the beginning of everything, maybe. Because nothing working out, that's not the beginning. I'm intermediate in it. But in calisthenics, I'm beginner. In maybe actually doing productivity, I'm in the beginning. And yeah, I'm still in the beginning, but this is what will take me to the top. Nobody started from being either advanced or intermediate. Nobody. Trust me, nobody started from that. Everybody started from the lowest point ever. And they didn't give it up regardless how their situation or how they feel. They knew that later they are going to make it. And that is the thing that kept them keep going. And I can also see those type of people who are basically smoking, or get a millionaire and they're smoking, and I just don't understand why are they doing that. I think Iman Ghazi or Andrew Tate, I just don't understand why are they smoking if they have the things that they wanted. Of course, I can understand that thing, that they got bored of that thing, but I still don't understand how can they be doing that actually, because if I would be in that position, then actually I just wouldn't have any kind of problem. Of course, I just wouldn't be smoking. I would just still do my best. I would just still do the things that was actually good, because I understand that Andrew Tate was, of course, a guy who came from a very poor family, and he got his money from boxing, of course, and he didn't eat. He just couldn't even eat a healthy food or something like that. And I don't understand how did he actually got into that smoking, because that's a very bad thing for your health. And if you have basic all the things down, you should just concentrate on your health too. That you should maintain it. You shouldn't just think about that it will all end. Of course it will end. Just live with the small things, because at the beginning, or maybe when you're in the present, everybody will say that this is just a small thing, it doesn't really matter right now, and this and that. But later thinking about it, it will be actually just a big thing. It's a big thing that got you actually here. It was a big thing because of your past. And everybody's past is different. Don't try to be like others. Just don't try it. No. No, no, no. That's the wrong decision, okay? And of course, me thinking about maybe my good childhood memories, they were actually just very big things. And of course, when I was just a child, between 8 to 11, 12, 13, or maybe even 6 to 7, I just didn't think about anything, because of course in my mind it was just so small. That's how I say that. But in the smart way, I would say my eyes just weren't wide enough. They were just so small. I should just currently think about the present. It was actually the good. But right now, of course, I'm thinking of the future, and that's why I'm actually doing these type of present things. But back then, of course, I was just living for the present. Nothing else. Not for the memories that I'm going to make later. Not for the future. I just living for the present. I was just trying to always have some fun, try to be happy every single day. And then they were actually very beautiful memories and good things. Just thinking about it, I actually don't remember any kind of winter. Just don't remember any kind of winter thing about my childhood. Thinking about when I was maybe around 6 to 11 years, or let's say like that. Let's say that year, I just don't remember any kind of winter moment that was actually good in that. All the memory that I remember was in the summer or in the spring. And that's really all I remember. Spring or summer. That's all I absolutely remember. And nothing else. I don't remember the winter thing that happened with me. And right now, actually the winter do matter for me, because it's all in the process. You can't just stop because it's winter. Many people will say that winter is absolutely hard, or this is time to rest because you can't go outside and you can't really work hard. But no, that shouldn't actually stop you from doing your thing. And actually it was good that it was winter, because it made me realize that winter and the cold weather is actually for strong people. Because those one who don't care about actually how the weather is, and they will still do regardless how the temperature is around them or something like that, and they will just still do their things, because you can't just do your things in the summer. You have to also do it in the winter. It's also an important thing. And now I should just do remember. Of course I do remember right now, because it just didn't happen. It wasn't a long time ago that happened, but it's along the it needs to be also in that end, because it's good that actually the weather is changing, making me to realize that how to live in all kind of not session, but actually how to live in every single kind of season, no matter if it's cold, no matter if it's cold or hot, no matter what kind of weather, I have to manage both of them. That's what this year and also last year taught me about winter, that I can't just ignore the cold. I have to live with it, I have to embrace it. Because now that I embrace the hot, I have to embrace the opposite. And the absolutely good thing about this, if you are getting mentally stronger, stuff like that, is that you can do both of the side. But now that you're mentally strong, you can do that side, but of course you can just easily also go back where the pleasure, where the good things, the fun things are, because that is just easy. That is just the easy way and the not hard path. And going back to the hard one is going to be hard, of course, so you just want to keep that thing up. If you see someone who's strong, who's a hard worker, like not a hard worker who's just working for a bunch of money, but we can also say that he's also hard, okay? It's also hard. But you should be smart and also a hard worker. You also need to embrace basically everything, because life is limitless. It's just limitless. There's limitless things that you can do in life, and you just don't want to take care about maybe one or two things, or just consider one or two, three, four things. You want to have to consider about multiply things, because anything can happen with you later on, of course. And the bad days are going to come, and they are going to be unexpectable every single time, and you have to basically be prepared mentally that it's going to happen, and you have to be prepared for it, even physically, because many people, they just can't handle what is actually happening with them during the present. And now that actually, no matter what kind of thing is going to happen around me, the thing is that I will still going to keep going no matter what is happening, because I already determined my goal. I already know what I want to be, and this is what actually keeping me unstoppable. Because when I didn't know actually who I wanted to be, what is my goal, then I was just so targetable. Felt like everybody could just attack me, or I wouldn't say I was weak, but I was targetable, yes. And now that I know what I want, I'm actually just stronger than ever. Because I have also believed that I'm believing in, and that is Jesus actually. And it's just not even that hard. Once you understand the fundamentals, the basics, you can go up, and then you understand more. Like, this is what I want actually, to understand more about life. I just don't want to be that type of person who maybe drinks and then just living for the present, no future, no good past even, because then you forget them most likely. You just forget what happened that time. And I don't even understand how can people enjoy that. Enjoy the thing that just happened in that present, no benefits for later, no benefits even for in the past, no, nothing for it, just nothing. That's the thing that's thought about nowadays, but this is how life is, and it's actually always like this. But now that the earth is of course getting older, there's just more things around us, of course, but the earth was always like this, and it's not getting worse. It's just your eyes that are getting wider. That's what you have to think about actually. And I don't want to keep this thing very long, because I already got into another topic again. But this is how I would like to describe to don't overwork yourself, because you will become emotionless. And that's it for this video. Absolutely hope I actually helped you out with this video. This is absolutely all I wanted in this one, to explain why something like how I used to as usual. But thing is that that's all I wanted to say. I hope you learn from it, because that's what I wanted to actually get out from you. And I will see you in the next one. Just take care of yourself. Peace.